EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Looking to throw right away is Watson. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got
rush coming, and he's taken down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Watson. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Watson on 3rd down. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On 1st down, Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Again, it's Watson. Out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Foster on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. What a run that time from the always electric Deshaun Watson. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Going up the middle, Foster. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They run up the middle with Foster. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Smith catches left side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Daniels. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 14. Open man, this is Lewis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
On the draw is Taylor.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This from 42 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On third down, Foster. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. 2nd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle to Smith.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Watson looks to throw again. Being chased out left. A little juke. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Foster. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the counter, it's Foster. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And Daniels has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. To throw is Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes the play behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go, man. Let's get some love. Let's go, baby.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Foster. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll go again with Foster. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
4 yards remain for second down.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw again. Complete. Smith has it.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
They'll look to throw again. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Jaguars have taken a fourth-quarter lead. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Watson to throw.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
To throw, Watson.
He finds his man Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Watson.
That's Foster hauling it in over the middle.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Now Watson.
And that's complete to Cooks.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Watson.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run on the draw. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end,
How about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.